I that oh oh okay, I think that did something. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't know what that was about. Okay, slightly embarrassing talking for all that time and absolutely nothing happening. Ah, great. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, yeah, I have absolutely no clue where you are, Jose, since you're on stream. Oh, what am I doing? You know what? There we go. All right. What do you see around you, maybe? I'm obviously near this giant hill. Um, and there's a. I'd say this is an ocean. Is this an ocean, but I can't tell. Right. Uh, I mean, guess there's not all that much for me to do other than to just sort of work. Dark oak, large mushrooms, and ocean. All right, so that's definitely a dark oak forest. Um, the question then is, where is that dark oak forest? Because as far as I can see, it's all normal forest. Hmm. Okay. Baby zombie. Baby zombie, baby zombie, baby zombie. No. No. Okay. So you said that you can see ocean, which means that you're probably somewhere along this. So I guess I'm just going to swim till I find you. So yeah, okay, to kind of repeat what I've been talking about this entire time. New series, better with mods, pretty new to it. So, yeah. Oh, that's not good. So whenever you die in Better with Mods, you don't go back to spawn, you get teleported to a random place in the world within, I think it's like 1,000 blocks. So there's absolutely no telling where you are now. Ah, perfect. Okay, and yeah. Okay, so yeah. I guess for now, let's just work separately. I really don't know what else to do. So yeah. Um the only uh I don't know actually. I do not know. I, for all I know, this mod changes how compasses work completely, and they don't just point back to spawn. So, hmm. I mean, yeah. Legitimately, unless if we just happen to stumble across each other during adventures, I think the only surefire way to meet up again would be just to teleport one of us to the other. Like, that is about it. Unfortunately, by hardcore, they mean brutally hardcore. Alright. So, well, actually, we only need the one pickaxe, right? Because we should be able to get the second piece of cobblestone for the axe. Not that that's going to be a lot better, but it will be something. No! Why is that not cobblestone? Come on. Alright, time to dig over here then. Actually, no, that's probably a bad idea. So, for those of you unaware, that is totally fair. Yeah, this pack is definitely considered hardcore for a reason, and it's kind of one of the reasons I wanted, especially for our first playthrough, to. I probably shouldn't be wasting this on that. But it's one of the reasons I wanted someone to actually play alongside, just because, aside from the fact, solo series kind of gets just lonely, uh, you have a much better chance of actually surviving together. Okay, so as you can see, the axe does not actually last all that long, and you actually, come on, you have to use it in order to actually get the wooden planks. But hey, that does mean at least that we are kind of in a good position with wood supplies anyway. Let's get ourselves a stone pick and go from there. Let's see. First order of business, probably finding torches, because if we get caught out at night without some form of light, it's not going to be good. Or I say caught out at night, caught in any kind of darkness, really not going to be good. Stone pick. We need a third. Right. Right. There. So, first order of business is going to be obviously getting this. And then I'm going to actually head back over to the mountain that we just kind of left. Because it's far more likely to find some form of coal up there if, things haven't been changed too much for normal generation. Also, let's mine this by hand. Do not want to waste our axe on anything more than exactly what we have to. Let's see. Once we... Actually, how do we get bricks? Bricks are 4 of you, which are just normal smelting. Okay, so we could go ahead and actually sort of rush. Oh, wait, we don't have a good fire starter though, right? Is such a thing as a fire starter here? I don't think so. I think we're... Yeah, I think we basically have to use good old-fashioned flint and steel. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, basically, we're going to be stuck without anything like that kiln. Oh no. That's a skeleton. You're so dead. Nope. Oh no. Ow. Ow. And I am dead. Oh, I am so dead. Ah, great. Perfect. Cool. Okay, that actually worked out in our favor. Ooh, and there's sheep up here. I have no clue where I spawned, but this is such a better spawn. Now we just have to, not die again. Also, let me turn down this weather a little bit. A little loud. Yeah, that's fine. Woo! Lightning's still loud. Come on. No. No. That is a karate zombie. No thanks. Yes, thank you, but no thank you. Spider. No. Yeah, there is no way this is gonna end well. More zombies. Okay. Skeleton. Nope. Nope. Skeletons are so deadly. No. Ugh. Alright. Okay. Maybe that's juke them. Will this rain go away? Alright. More zombies. Okay, legitimately, all we can do is just try to survive right now. That is it. Spiders. Alright, time to sprint. Don't really want to be sprinting, but... Yeah, this... have to admit, this is not how I foresaw this first episode going. Not even close. Alright. Why is that so loud? Is it just me, or is this storm, like, a lot? Oh, this is a nice little burrow. Might need to block that off, but... Yeah, I could do this. Okay, let's see. Is this optimal? No, but right now I don't think we have too much of a choice. About to turn nighttime. Haha, yes, hiding in a tree is totally fair. Please tell me we get coal from this. Yes. Okay. We have a singular torch. Woohoo! That is going to basically be, like, critical to our survival. This singular torch. Which is... Okay, there we go. Weird lighting. Okay, let's sort of just dig our way around. I hear skeletons. Yeah, let's... Fair enough. Yes, stay hydrated. Alright. So, in good news, we do have a couple of saplings. In bad news, we're probably about to die. I just stay down here. Oh no. Die. You know what? I'm not even gonna complain about Birch right now. Yep. Ah, didn't even drop anything. I know this is gloom. So be it. Hopefully this is enough to get us at least to a stone pickaxe, and we can go from there. Okay. See, so we're gonna need that. Let's just do that. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's 1 done, 2 done, and 3 done. Okay. And with any luck, this is now an upgrade. So, let's see, how many blocks can this thing mine again? Not a lot, if I remember. Yeah. So, first 3 cobblestone that any pickaxe is going to mine, and I do remember this pretty distinctly. 3 cobblestone goes immediately to replacing it. I have my emergency dirt in case if I get ambushed. Beyond that, however, we're now pretty much free. We actually have a surplus. I'm just going to use it to continue to mine cobblestone, I suppose. Not much else I can do with it, but that's at least enough for an axe, which, in turn, will help us get more wood. I'm probably going to wait for the storm to pass, though. Oh, that Enderman scared me. Whew. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, I did not see him there. Yeah, yeah, true. Axe is very good for combat. Definitely am going to try to just avoid combat for the moment, though. What can I use? Sorry, I keep hearing a skeleton wandering around somewhere around here, and it is scaring me. Alright. What exactly can sawdust be used for? I have sawdust, dynamite, can be used as fuel, be turned into potash. Fair enough. So, at the moment, not much of anything. We'll probably end up using it as some sort of fuel for a fire for now. But, yeah, we'll see. Uh, anyway, I guess I can just sort of talk about what I'm kind of expecting with the series. Obviously not this. So, Better with Mods is something that I've seen and that I've, worked some with. Like, I kind of know the general progression and all that, just with how things are supposed to work. But I have never been just like from beginning to end through Better with Mods. And likewise, I've never been through Better with Add-ons. Furthermore, there is almost nothing out there for Better with Add-ons. Like, I have looked so much. The wiki is half finished. There are like no tutorials besides like one from, I don't know, 12 years ago that's like 6 minutes of you know, the old Bandicam that people always ran. Yeah, and then the microphone's like half static. Great video, actually. It did end up helping me, but yeah, there's just really not a lot with Better with Add-ons. So, you know, this is a good time to learn and to pretty much be the first series on YouTube that actually seems to do anything with it, which is certainly interesting. And I know that there's some mod packs that use BWA to some extent, but it's usually heavily modified from what I've seen. So, yeah. Yeah, Bandicam watermark is uh I very distinctly remember that from my first Redstone computer tutorials. That's where I think I saw it more so than anywhere else. I saw earlier today. Technically, it was a new video, but I saw someone had made a one of those like old prison escape videos. That's definitely a throwback. Uh, I have to admit, I do kind of miss old Minecraft YouTube. Yeah, the new stuff isn't necessarily bad, but there was just so much more camaraderie, I guess, with the majority of kind of that old school feel. Anyway, yes, true. Karate zombie. No, no. More karate zombies. No. Stay back. Uh, okay. Let's go get some wood and let's actually begin progressing. Hopefully all the skeletons and everything have burned up at this point. That definitely took a toll on my axe, though. Whoa. Did I drop anything? Nope, we seem to be okay. I'm also going to need to look into food pretty quickly. The issue is that trying to make a hoe is completely impossible until we get to iron, which makes farming basically useless until end of beginning, sort of going into mid game for this mod, which means we're gonna have to find some animals and find them pretty quickly. All right. That's why I was trying not to sprint, because that is one thing I very distinctly remember. All right, you know what? For now, we're going to board that up. Yep. Remember, first three to a pickaxe always goes to replacing it, even if I already had cobble. First three are cobblestone. Now the rest, in this case, is going to be coal. I hear it. Seems to be coming from the cave, though, so I am not concerned. Okay, let's get ourselves some more wood. Then let's get a couple more things of sticks. And yeah, I guess first thing to do is going to be just getting to a furnace, right? Which is going to be this. Actually, no, first thing, I'll go ahead, get the 3 cobble, as per usual. Now let's go get ourselves some food. I really don't like jumping up this mountain, but it's kind of just the price to pay for living in a ravine. Safer from mobs, but far more of a food cost. Probably will end up having a bunch of slabs there at some point. And of course, I see no animals. Eh. Aren't there always like pigs or chickens around or something? And I mean, I saw them earlier, so I don't think it's like spawns have been too decreased. Sheep. Oh, is there any kind of mutton here? Mutton. Yes. Okay, we do have mutton. Then apologies. Sheep. Yep. And now the animals are going to run away. Only for a brief period of time, though. So I'm just going to do enough for a bed. Ooh, that's rough. Oh, wait, right. These give us fleece. Ah, we need blocks of wicker. This is only one. Okay, right. So, needless to say, that's not happening. I saw some more coal. That's good. Um, yeah, I don't even have any mushrooms around here. Great. So, yeah, we basically have 4 mutton. Let's make it count. Let's see, that's 12 shanks of hunger. I don't actually know how much it's going to take now. Here's a question. Can we even cook it inside of a furnace? We can, okay. Chicken. Ooh, sorry. Right now, simply getting to the next day in terms of food is going to be like the most critical thing. That will hopefully be enough for at least a little what? Mushrooms. Mushrooms, mushrooms, mushrooms. Yes. Okay. Here is our new food source for the foreseeable future. Let's get back. Oop, come on, let me up. And then let's go ahead and get the mushrooms planted and go from there. We can actually start working on most likely we're still gonna just work toward that furnace especially so we can bake said mushrooms. That's gonna be nice. While I'm thinking about it, actually, I'm going to try and plant these. So let's clear out this. And do sapling there, sapling there. Oh, nope, sorry. You should be here. There we go. All right. This will probably end up becoming our doorway, right? Something like that. We can somewhat block this off, right? Do that. Have this as a little escape route, maybe. Tentatively. Make sure mobs can't just fall in here. Probably still shoot through there, so let's do that. Yeah, that'll be pretty decent. And then let's board off there. And this might end up becoming another entrance or something. Okay. Hey, things are looking up. So, next, let's hollow out, I guess just right here. We can use this. All right. Of course, there's granite back here. Why wouldn't there be granite back there? Right, granite. Ah. All right, let's hollow out here, then, I suppose. And turn that into our, wow, sorry, into mushroom. I just totally lost the word there. Also, slabs, less jumping. Because not jumping is going to be very important for conserving food for now. Thank you, Greg Tech New Horizons, of all packs. So that's 2. Yeah, we're going to need a couple of picks to get through this, but that will also give us a good chunk of cobblestone to move forward with. So let's do this. And continue this. Oh, do you? If you could make it here, that would be phenomenal. But if you're not sure, don't risk it, especially not at, nighttime. That is basically just asking to die. And death would put you just who knows where. So, definitely not worth the risk right now. Speaking of risk, oh, hey, yes, hey, welcome to my. Oh, nice. Wait, did you save any of the red mushrooms? Or any of them not baked? Nice. Alright. Do not bake all of them, just so we can grow more, right? Being able to grow the mushrooms is going to be critical for, just surviving. Because we're going to need the food. Animals appear to be scarce around here. So, yeah, I don't think we have much of a choice in the matter. Oh, nice. Yeah. So obviously you heard me talking on stream. This place is at least somewhat semi decently defended. Definitely gonna want some doors actually. What does it take for those? Ah, we need siding. Right. That's not happening until we get a saw. So for now, birch plank. Birch plank. Doorway. Alright. Let's get a couple of these. Oh, here's you a couple of. Oh, you're gonna need more. Yeah, so let's see. How much do you actually know about Better with Mods? Out of curiosity. Ah, good idea. Definitely could use an emergency pickaxe. That's fair. Alright. Oop. Ah, sorry. Was trying to not break that. Yep. So, oop. Yeah, man. What we can do, especially after we move this back. Oh, that's blown. Let's see. Is that dark enough to plant? Yes, it is. Alright. I'm actually going to push this one further back. Just in trying to give this as much darkness as possible. Now, I don't know what the actual light level is here. And we can't crouch under slabs. I guess we just have to hope nothing spawns in here. There's... I know. We can do... We can do something like this. That way, the only thing we have to worry about are going to be creepers and skeletons. Alright. Speaking of the zomboids, I hear one around us. Okay, so... Let's see. Ow. Yep. That was bound to happen. Luckily, that will bring me up to enough to where... Yeah, the brown are fine. The red are poisonous. That I did not remember. And we'll just treat them like a spider eye for now. Eat in case of emergency. Right, I'm also going to go ahead and get... Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the meat cooked as well. So, let's see. Where do we go? First thing we're probably going to want to do is we're going to need iron. We're going to need iron to get a hoe so we can actually have a non-mushroom form of food. And so we can get a better pickaxe that doesn't break every 6 blocks. And so we can get a flint and steel. I think we're okay for now. I really kind of want to just rush iron for the moment, because iron opens up everything for us. As soon as we get iron, we'll be able to have somewhat decent tools, and flint and steel will allow us the kiln, which will unlock kind of the first major tier of things. And obviously, it would be really nice to not have a pickaxe that breaks every 6 blocks. Let's see. Oh, they can actually come in from here. No, thank you. Here we go. Nice. Oh. This is dangerous, but really want that coal. And there's the zombie. Hopefully he can't get in. Ah, nice. Let's do that. Okay. So let's see. All right. Here you go. Emergency rations. Okay. Let's see. What to do. So we're going to need a good bit of clay, and we're going to need iron. Iron for flint and steel to actually use the thing. Unless, is there another way to start a fire in Minecraft without using a flint and steel or something that requires, like, the nether, which obviously requires flint and steel? Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man. Thank you. Uh, whichever you would prefer. Um, if you think you won't die in the caves, iron is definitely going to be the more difficult of the two to get. Basically, who do we think is gonna not die in the caves? I really don't know. Oh, well, if you know where some clay is, you go get that. I'll handle the cave. Because I was gonna have to go look for clay, so. Okay, let's grab a couple of picks that we're going to definitely need. And let's do this. Actually, let me grab a little bit. Cool. Nah! Oh, sorry. Sorry, I know that was probably loud. I was just mining coal, and then I hear a hissing behind me. Oh, that terrified me. I am so sorry, headphone users. Oh. Okay, let's quickly repair the wall again. Fair enough. I know it can be kind of loud occasionally, so. Alright. Let's see. Right, so there's the first. Let's have you pay for yourself. And then probably spend the rest of it just on cobble to continue to repair the wall. Yeah, this is definitely one of those mods where you are extremely thankful for whenever you get the upgrades. All right. Let's see. There. Those and those. And then while I'm thinking about it, there. And into the caves we go. Agreed. No. Ah, creeper number 2. Hey, that's a lot of cobblestone, though. No complaints here. Minus the fact that I'm hurt again. Yeah, I am. Don't know if I'm proud or ashamed to admit that I've almost mastered the art of spam clicking as soon as I hear a hiss behind me. uh, okay, so the cave's a dead end, but it's all lit up now, so that's good. Unfortunately, though, that means I need a new cave. And some more torches, because we did not go all that far. Right. Before that, let's just continue doing this. Oh, wow, 200 is plenty. Yeah, no, that is totally fine. We just need enough clay to make I think is it 4 or 5? I always forget. Bricks. So we need like 20. Are bricks used for literally anything else? Clay. Unfired brick. Right, we could use it for a job. We can use them for teacups later, I suppose. It just gives us another brick. Terracotta. Does terracotta do anything for us? Fair enough. All right. Oop. Well, let's go hunt for a. Actually, let me grab a little bit more wood first. And then let's go hunt for a cave. Anything that gets us to iron will be a-okay. Um, 2 torches is not going to go all that far, but it is something. Realistically, I just need it to fight off the gloom. Iron? No iron. Hmm. Let's see. Definitely gonna need to be careful. Oh yeah, and if you see any sheep at all, make sure to get the fleece from them so we can get a bed so that we can set a spawn. Unless if this mod has changed that as well, setting a spawn is definitely going to be kind of a critical thing. You know, so we can return to our base rather than getting whisked halfway across the world. This is not a cave, is it? Yeah, it might be. Up we go. Oh yeah, it is definitely a cave. Another creeper. Why am I not surprised? Multiple Endermen. That's great. Not fighting them. Alright, here's a couple more torches. Uh, on. Oh, nice. Hopefully that will last us for at least a little while. There's some more coal. Hmm. Alright, portable crafting bench. Yeah, we're running out of wood. Probably should have brought a little bit more. Iron! Yes! Let me mine you. Let me mine you. Okay, this water is going to be annoying, isn't it? What? Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but you, no more. Alright, first piece of iron. So let's see. Hopefully this is a decently sized vein. Uh, I say that and it looks like it's two. Come on, break. Why is this not breaking? Alright, so that block is clearly just kind of bugged out. I don't know. Oh, no, it just broke. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that was it. That was definitely weird, though. Alright, well, that's all the iron from this tunnel. Let's grab another torch. And let's just go take a look in the other tunnel to see if there's anything there. Kind of doubting we get any luckier than we already have, though. Uh, hmm. And that's a zombie. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna push my luck. I think we've probably just about finished off this cave anyway, as that one looks like it's heading up. And given how close we are to the surface already, probably is going to be above iron spawn chunks. Chunks. Above iron spawn height. Let me up. Let me up, let me up. Okay. It is midnight out here. Great. Well, that explains the zombie. I think I came from this way. Hey, Orbital. Uh, Clar de Lune? Is that how you pronounce that? Yeah, oh no. No, 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 no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Nope, nope, nope. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. No! No! No. Ah. Okay, so I have absolutely no clue. Yeah, so if you go to the birch forest, okay, so whenever you leave from our little place, there you have the we're in that ravine, right? If you head to the right, out of the ravine, there's the birch forest. It was basically on the other end of the birch forest. I tried to put cobblestone around me, but I got killed off by spiders before that happened. Okay, I have absolutely no clue where I am. I guess I'm going to try and find my way back. Uh, sorry, Orbital. That was just sorry. I'm a little distracted. YouTube chat XP. Yeah, I saw that thing. It has like a top chatter now. I have no clue what that's about. I didn't implement it, so I have absolutely no clue. Uh, my my guess is that it works based on either people who have viewed a lot or people who have maybe chat a lot, chatted, talked a lot. Or maybe it's for like subscribers. I do not know. Okay, so there's mountains here. Let's check them first, I suppose. Yeah, it's quite possible the rest of the stream is just going to be me trying to find the place again. uh, uh, I should have just stayed in the cave till it was daytime. That's a skeleton. No thanks. Yeah, journey is definitely a word for this mod. It's phenomenal after you get through the first little bit. Huh. Okay, so the cave itself. All right, if you go through the birch forest, you'll eventually hit an ocean, right? The cave itself was kind of like there at the sort of the tide line of the ocean, right? Oop. Yeah, so I wasn't technically at the cave, but I was like within sight of it. So finding the cave should be enough to hopefully find it. Hopefully. Oh, nice. Life's been fine. It's been pretty busy, but fine. Nope. Ow. Probably should collect those blocks, but right now I am far more concerned with just staying on the move at nighttime. Ooh. Sorry, I will take a pit stop for leather, though. No, come on. Really? Where's my leather? Ooh. And the creeper goes boom. Definitely hope that recital goes well for you. Yes, two leather. Now I just have to make it back alive. Still, getting grounded's always rough. Thanks. So we're in a birch forest. I have absolutely no clue if it's the same one or not, but we're going to hope it is. Oh, there's one of those drop caves. Hey, when leaving from the base. Oh no. Rip. Oh, probably just was a bit too long. When leaving from the base, like you're just looking from base out, what position what direction is that? Is that like north, east, south, or west? Gonna see if I can. All right, so facing that is north, which means if that's in the east, that's west. So I'm heading south right now, which means theoretically we should hit the mountains if I'm doing my logic right. Or we just hit a normal forest. Fair enough. In that case, let's. Wait, no. Okay, so we look out. So turning toward the birch forest, sun. Wait, no, so we're looking north. Then we're gonna turn east to head to the birch forest. So we ought to be. Wait, no. So we ought to be heading west, right? Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think. Still, this isn't a birch forest now, so. Hmm. Nope, that is a swamp. So that is like not where I need to be. Okay. So this is clearly not the right forest. Um, yeah, random death teleportation is definitely a very good reason to not die. Bean. There's a bunch of pigs at the bottom. Huh. Still, I don't know much else to do besides to just kind of continue to wander around. To be fair, the original Better with Mods was so much worse than this. I'm actually a little. I, to be completely fair, I absolutely love a hardcore challenge. Like, this is brutal and it's rough, but I would not play it any other way. I think it's a very unique challenge, even if I wouldn't want to necessarily do this constant. But yeah, I to that extent, I am a bit disappointed that uh, they decided to tone down the um what's it called? The difficulty of it from the OG. Okay, birch forest and a mountain. Oh, what is this? No, it curves in a different direction. No, this is not it. Come on. Also, the mountains I don't think are high enough. Mm, I thought I had it too. All right, let's see. Mm, yeah, so anything you want to talk about, Orbital? Unfortunately, this is probably going to be the foreseeable future for the stream, as there's not a lot else I can do, unfortunately. If this birch forest doesn't turn up anything, I'll probably go back to the mountains, start checking them. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, the mod has its ups and downs. Once you get settled in, I definitely like a lot of its mechanics and everything, but it is definitely a hardcore start, without a doubt. Let's see, this is probably just circling back to, yep, this isn't the ravine. Still don't think this is where I necessarily need to be, but it's something. Busy with life is busy with work. Just sort of, you know, work. Not really much else to say, I suppose. All right, yeah. So this is definitely a bust. Uh, let's head back over to the mountains and maybe try that. Ooh, it's gonna be rough tonight. That is definitely a way to look at it. So you don't like the purple crown? Can I change that? Live chat. Da-da. Send out chat messages and okay. That tells me nothing. Uh, all right. I'm sure there's a way to turn that off. I just do not know how at the moment. So, I guess if you want to maybe start building out the a place for the kiln, Jose, I don't really know what else to do at the moment. Or if you want to go hunting for iron, we're still definitely going to need that. Um, yeah, really, the kiln is just the next big step that we need. That will give us access to charcoal, which will be great for, bunches of torches and all of that. And it will allow us to do. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely save that iron sword. That could be very helpful. Let's see. Yeah, so just taking a quick look at the kiln. Oh, does it have to be stoked? No, don't tell me it has to be stoked. Surely not. No, there's no way. Yeah, yeah, because you can't stoke it without that. Okay. I certainly hope I'm right about that. But yeah, the kiln will allow us to not only make charcoal, so we can, not have to worry about coal deficits, but it will also allow us to make, um, wow. Oh, it'll also allow us to do things like smelting the iron for free, right? Because we can use it instead of a furnace, and it doesn't require any fuel. So it will, between that and the fact it will start unlocking things like the other clay crucibles and things like that, all of that and more. Definitely the first thing we're going to want to look at is getting. Also, Prime Gaming. I've heard of it, but I actually don't really know all that much about it. What is it, out of curiosity? Oh, skeleton. No, 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 no. Ah, just lava. Rip. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Also, ow. Hey! Nice. Alright. Now we just need the flint and steel in order to actually use the thing. Is there any chance that they've made this? Yes, it just requires a single iron nugget. Skeleton. Ow. I don't think I'm making it back. Mm. That is very true. Yeah, so that definitely sounds interesting for the Prime Gaming. Uh, hmm. I can definitely see why they do it. I, yeah, I mean, makes sense. Oh, nice. The complete Lego Star Wars trilogy. Interesting. That definitely makes me wonder how exactly do they select their games? Do they like, because knowing Amazon, there's probably money involved somehow, somewhere. I wonder if they got like sponsored by them or something. Would not surprise me in the slightest. Yeah, so I am categorically lost. For all I know, I'm like heading in the opposite direction of where you are. Interesting. Hey, all right. Ah, it was worth a shot. So that's the thing is, oh, another skeleton. Ow. So, no, no. Looks like I might not have, oh, a choice in the matter. Let me up, let me up. Da, 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 da. Yeah, just for the sake of being able to actually work together, I think enabling F3 is worthwhile. There's a lot of mountains on this world. Like, so many of these chasms. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't actually have a GOG account. I keep hearing really good things about it, but okay, let's see. Where's mine? Oh yeah, I've been heading in the complete opposite direction. I'm over 3,000 blocks away. uh, hey, 3,000 blocks is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I still have some moonlight left, but yeah. So I'm actually on the right x-axis, surprisingly. It's just the z that I need to worry about. Oh, alongside skeleton. Whoa, missed me. Ah, tried to punch him off the cliff. Rip. So the thing about dying again is I have like a 50% chance of going closer to you. Well, less than that, really, because I'm on the x-axis. Fair enough. So I'm assuming then that you, sorry, Orbital, I'm assuming then that you have a GOG account. Sorry, I know I'm kind of all over the place. Uh, discombobulated is not quite strong enough of a word for my utter confusion about where I was. Oh, put me over ocean. Anyway, yeah, definitely. Sounds interesting for sure. Only another 2,700 blocks to go. This is gonna take a little while. So let's see. Current plans. One is to get a little bit more food. Apologies in advance, sheep. Food. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So, welcome back. Do you think that Steam then or GOG is better? I've heard good things about both. Like GOG, obviously you own everything as opposed to the license, but Steam has a lot more native support. Like especially if you want to do mods or anything like that, from what I've heard. Obviously, I don't have a GOG account at the moment, so I couldn't tell you one way or the other for sure. All right. Let's see if I can get back now. Oh yeah, I have some sugarcane and I have some leather with me. So not only will we be able to, plant some sugarcane, get that growing, but we can also finally make an engineering manual or engineer's manual or whatever the thing is called, so we can actually see what we're doing. Oh, nice. In that case, mine can probably just go toward making the manual. Oof. I mean, fair enough. Probably something we're gonna want to just keep at the base. Generally speaking, I prefer physical ownership, if for no other reason than the fact that I'm used to like Linux, where I have to do most of the integrating myself regardless. So, you know, I'm kind of used to one. Also, I think I found that dark oak forest you were talking about. I'm assuming this is it anyway. I'm still about 2K blocks out though. Pumpkins! Alright, couple of pumpkin seeds. Go figure. I wish I were 20 blocks from the base. Alright. Well, I mean, it's not like we can do a lot with them until we get a bunch of iron, but fun facts, whenever you smelt iron, you don't get a full ingot from it. With this mod, you get like a single nugget. Single nugget or three nuggets? I forget. I think it's three, actually. But yeah, so like for a single ingot of iron, you're gonna need three different ores. Oh, one nugget. All right, so you need nine iron ore then for a single ingot, which means for the. Oh wait, didn't they change the pickaxe? Nope. Yep, 27 ores for a pick. Definitely a goal to work toward. I'd probably recommend going ahead and making the flint and steel, actually, if for no other reason than saving the coal and smelting the rest of them. Probably would have been smart to try and make a boat. Can't even see the land anymore. Uh, mm. All right. Well, this is certainly fun. I guess just. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely grab the iron. Let's see. In terms of priorities, flint and steel obviously is probably gonna be first. And depending on how much you like to use stone picks, either an iron pick is next, or we could start saving the iron to just, continue on. Let me see. Is there a better recipe for iron? What? Iron. Ba. Not particularly. Yeah, iron tools are definitely going to be better because the starting tools are so much worse. And, what was it? Oh, yeah. And we are going to want to save any of our low durability tools like that iron sword because we can use the crucible to melt them down into their base components, or at least the iron, so that we don't have to lose it, which will be very good. I think we'll lose some of it. Like the iron sword might only give us one iron ingot instead of the two, but that's better than the alternative, which is none. Yeah, that's one of those mid to end game mechanics that I said was so good with Better with Mods. Also, cactus. Nice. We now have cactus. I'm half expecting to find a desert temple out here, I have to say. Just knowing my luck, not being able to do much with it, but just finding it. Knowing my luck, I'm about to die to another skeleton or creeper. Anyway, let's see. So, yeah, there's not really a better way, unfortunately, to get iron, which means we're just gonna have to mine every single iron ore that we ever see in order to have any semblance of enough. Iron armor is going to be miserable to get, right? An iron chestplate is 8 iron. That's 72 iron ore for a single chestplate. That is going to be brutal. The good news is that whenever we eventually upgrade to diamond tools, the diamond tools can be recycled in the crucible at a 100% return rate, so that you never actually lose any of your diamonds. That is definitely kind of the Why did I just hear? Oh, okay. Spiders now shoot spider webs. Good to know. But yeah, once we get to diamond tools, we'll be able to have the 100% return. So every diamond that we have, as long as we're careful and we don't, break anything, will just become sort of a net total amount of out diamonds that we're gonna have. Out. No. 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 I am so close. No. Nope. Are you serious? I was only like 1,000 blocks away. Where am I? Ah. Well, I didn't get teleported too terribly far, I suppose. It's a good thing you found that sugarcane and pumpkins, because I no longer have mine. Leather. All right. Let's see. So we need to go in. See, it was -13, I think you said? Oh, -14. All right. Yeah, so I'm actually about the same amount away. It's just now it's over an ocean rather than land. I will get there eventually. Yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting given. Hey, take aim. So I'm actually going to be running the Better with Mods, Better with Add-ons suite in the mod pack that I've been working on for like forever. Uh, I am. It is meant to be a very difficult pack, so I am definitely interested to see how things turn out with this. Just because, yeah, especially if it were like on a server or something. Regardless, let's see. Hmm. Let's see. Just trying to think. The big thing that kind of. All right. Just talking out loud, trying to remember everything that's dealt with better with mods. Uh, it could kind of be broken up into a couple of different stages. Obviously, you have the sort of beginning Stone Age stage, just pre-iron, basically, which is what we're currently dealing with. And as soon as you get access to iron, you unlock access to things like the kiln and some of the other basic machines. we're going to want to get let me think. We're going to want a steady food supply, of course. We're going to need to get a bed. That's clearly a priority. And and the next tier kind of starts whenever we get access to the hibachi, I would say. Once we get access to the hibachi and to the no, actually, I would say next tier starts with refined leather. Then we get to hibachi bellows, which allows us to stoke things. Once we have access to stokes, machines, then we're then really there's only kind of a final, I would say, um, what's it called? A final stage, which would be dealing with like just your high end gear, right? Things like that. So once we get out of this initial stage, we have a bed, we have some of the basic machines. We should be fine to actually start looking at expansion and playing rather than fighting for our lives. Hey, nope, karate zombie. Thanks, but no thanks. Right, this must be the dark oak forest you were talking about. I found a village. Yeah, no worries, Orbital. I found a village. Not that it's gonna do a lot for us, but I found a village. Yeah, villages no longer have doors. They barely have ladders, no torches. Um, and you can't trade with any of the villagers. They are like objectively useless. Well, I say objectively, subjectively useless. You could use a village as like a village house to protect yourself, right? Easy shelter, all that. But yeah, unfortunately, if we want any kind of villager trades, we're gonna have to cure zombie villagers. That's the only way to get them, if memory serves. Oh, that is a ravine. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, actually, let me. Oh, all right. There we go. Yep. Welcome to Better with Mods. I would almost recommend trying to use sawdust instead, just because you're going to get so much of it naturally, but at the same time. Alternatively, you could try charcoal. If you have a kiln and the kiln is actually working, stick a log in there and you can get some charcoal. That is fair enough. I'll go out and grab some more wood then whenever I get that. Oh, I am so close. I'm only like 200 blocks away. Oh, torch. Spider web. So clearly one of us has at least been here before. Oh, I found my death point. Yep, I am back. Sorry I lost all of that stuff. Oop, I hear something in there. No, it wasn't my inventory I was trying to get back to. I was just trying to get back to our base. Because, yeah, uh, my inventory was long gone. Okay. Book. Oh. Oh. Fair enough. Is there anything else we're going to use a book for besides a bookshelf? Not particularly. Alright. Alright. Fair enough. Mechanist's journal. Fair enough. Better with add-ons. Alright. Definitely leaving mine in there. Alright. Yep, it should just go under. If I recall, should just go there, and then we stick that in there. Is this correct? Does not appear to be. Huh? Don't tell me it has to be stowed. There's no way. Wait, what? Oh. Let's see. Any chance you have a couple pieces of cobblestone I could borrow? Course. That's mechanical power. Don't need that. Blocks items. Combat? No. Tweaks? No. Hardcore? No. Yeah, I don't see anything. Oh, thank you. Let's get some more sticks. But just may as well do this. or this, grab cobblestone, and go from there. Funny little guy? Oh, sorry, that's mushrooms. I don't know who funny little guy is. Do I even have enough? Okay, yep, I'm gonna be one short. Called it, because I accidentally destroyed that one. That lines up. Uh, Always pay for itself before you continue. All right. Let's do this. And there. Oh, go ahead and pay back the cobblestone. Oop. All right. I think that should be enough to get me back on track. Right there and there. Okay. Definitely not looking forward to having to remove the stumps. But it is what it is. Big tree. Why do I always get big trees? Always. I don't get it. Oh, got this. Hopefully this will be enough, at least for the time being. I'm not going to leave that floating there, but right now I need to get myself kind of back into decent working order. That just kind of has to take priority at the moment. Now that the pick is paid for, let us continue. I'm probably going to end up just hollowing. No, I should use this to start making a staircase down. What I should do, let's see. Did you figure something out for this? I mean, fair enough. So I will say, looking at the iron smelting, it does say stoked kiln. I don't remember it having to be stoked, but if that's the case, then we might just be out of luck until we can get to a bellows. The bellows is going to require a saw and a bunch of tan leather belts. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Wait, no, that can't be the case though, because the only way we can get the tan is through cauldron, right? Yeah, tanned leather can only be made from a cauldron, which requires that something like the scoured leather and some bark. A cauldron. Oh, wait, but we don't. I'm thinking of the crucible. Okay, never mind. So, if you look at the Better with Mods cauldron, that's what we actually need to aim for. Oh, nice. I guess I'm gonna start. What is it? Everything okay? Oh, that. Yeah, that it is. It is definitely the next kind of big step up. Um, yeah, not a lot to do about that, unfortunately. Especially if this thing requires a stoked kiln. Ah, that is so disappointing. Not surprising, but disappointing, nonetheless. Uh, I guess don't forget you can technically prepare your tools by crafting them together. I don't know how helpful getting like one extra durability on a this would be, but ooh, this is something kind of cool that Better with Mods adds. Okay, sure. Yeah, so here. Wait, why can I not? Huh? Does it have to be on grass or something? Okay, it has to be on dirt for some odd reason. Eh, go figure. Yeah, the shaft, at least, theoretically, is just kind of a neat little way to make torches look kind of cooler, right? Like if I don't know, I'm just gonna put it right here, right? We can do that, and then torch on top. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something to kind of spice up the base. Oh no, they can get all right. It can go on anything that's not stone, apparently. Yeah, go figure, right? Agreed. Well, nonetheless, yeah. And I mean, all it costs is a single stick to make the little tiki shaft. So, really cheap. I don't know. We don't have a lot we can do to spruce up the base at the moment. I'm just trying to get options. Well, I don't exactly know what else to call this. delinquent hobbit hole? Fair enough. I suppose we are living in the delinquent hobbit hole then. Alright. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna start a mine shaft going down. Hopefully we can find a good cave somewhere with a lot of iron. Uh, sure. I'm gonna wait till it's morning though. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, so it should just be pretty much in this direction. Okay. Lag. But definitely lost a good bit of food. Actually, let me get this cooked before I go. That would be smart. Definitely wasted a lot of said food, jumping up there to begin with, but oh well. Alright. I always forget that. Nice. I have some cooking, so I'll be fine for now, but thank you. This should be enough wood for now. Hmm. I'm trying to think, is there anything else we can do currently? Requires... Yeah, so that requires a saw. That's not happening. Oh yeah, I guess we could go ahead and make a millstone. What would that be used for? Bu- 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 This? This do anything? Just bundles. Spindle for that. Yeah. Millstone. Bunch of dyes, flour, some bricks. Hmm, not entirely sure. The millstone? No, the millstone's extremely helpful. It's actually going to be one of the things that we need moving forward if we want to do any kind of like machinery. For instance, that's so the millstone is how we can turn hemp fibers into the or hemp into hemp fibers, which we need for hemp cloth for windmill sails. Oh yeah, currently not really. Yeah, that's definitely something for later. Only thing that we might could get out of it would be grinding up meats. I don't think that gives us more than just cooking it though. Also, we would lose more food than we would gain doing that. So, oop. Hey, coal. Need a bit of this anyway for torches. Yeah. Hey, this mod is just like a slightly more survival focused Greg tag, right? You're going to work for every single advancement you make, but it's going to feel really good when you make it. All right, now where is that cave entrance? 14, 15, 82. Oh, found it. I think. Yep, this is it. Here, not particularly. Nice. All right. Be careful of the lava. Let's find us some iron. Creeper. Right. First things first, light up just everywhere. How much cobble? Okay, I have enough cobble for more pickaxes. Just making sure. Say, did any of y'all ever play? This is more so just making conversation, but did any of y'all ever play Attack of the B Team at all? Or did you ever see that series? Ah, more iron. Yes. That's fair. I played it a little bit. Not a ton, not really enough to say one way or the other about anything about it. But I also did see the series. That has to be like one of my favorite Minecraft series just on the internet. Absolutely love. Uh, I think I watched Chimney's perspective mostly. Uh, Absolutely love the series. It's that I think is kind of the big nostalgia series for me. Just kind of got reminded of it recently. And yeah, just what would you say your sort of, or if you have one, what your nostalgia series would be for Minecraft? I know for a lot of people it's going to be like, uh, what was it? The MoonQuest series from Yogscast. I've heard a couple of series by Fair. So I have very surprisingly not seen a lot of Ethos Lab. I keep hearing great things about him, and I've seen a couple of things, but I've just never really watched him. I keep meaning to, but he's definitely one of the YouTubers that still kind of has that old YouTube feel. Yeah, Chimney Swifts. There was another series that I had watched that I remember pretty distinctly. Another karate zombie. Seriously? Not necessary game. Now, where did I put my crafting table? Oh no, that is a baby karate zombie. Oh, that could have went so badly, so quickly. Seriously, where did I put my crafting table? Oh, it's over here. See, there, there, and there. Another four torches. How are things on your end? Making any progress with anything? That's fair. Uh, Let me think. Realistically, I think iron is the kind of next big thing for us. Hmm, what else? Wooden gears. Is there anything else that this makes for us? Lever does nothing. Gearbox. No. No, nothing there. Zombie. Two zombies. Great. Yeah, smelting the ore is probably a pretty good idea. No! No, I'm dead. Creeper! Ah, I got lucky and only got stuck about 300 blocks out at least. Oh, and there's another creeper. I just have like the worst luck with mobs. I don't know what it is. Like, this is normal difficulty. The sheer number of mobs that I'm seeing, or that it at least feels like I'm seeing. Yeah, I just don't get it. Ooh, all right. So let's see. Oh, what was I talking about before I got so rudely interrupted? Um, oh right, trying to figure out what to do next. Yeah, realistically, yeah, the nostalgia series too. I cannot think of what the old one was for me, unfortunately. But just in terms of, ow, I should not have gotten that hurt by that. I was plenty far away. Eh, well, with any luck, at least the zombie's gonna be dead. Yep, zombie is very much dead. All right. Let me make sure I have my axe and my hotbar this time. Uh, I was about to mine iron. Um, oh, was it over here? Oh, hmm, no clue. Hey, Batwing. Oh, right! I forgot. We can kill and cook bat wings for food. I completely forgot about that. There we go. Have a little bit of coal, a little bit of torches. Anyway, sorry. I get really distracted really easily. Um, yeah, I think realistically just trying to start stockpiling iron and getting it smelting is like the best thing that we can do because we're gonna need a lot of coal and we're gonna need a lot of iron. How did the items get all the way out here? Who knows? So, debatably, we should probably get iron tools before we actually start looking into the cauldron. Just because I think that makes a lot more sense at the moment. Uh, so we can stop burning through these pickaxes. Uh, oh, if you want to, if you ever don't really know what to do, kind of the end goal of Better with Mods is to get a set of soul forged steel armor, which you're gonna need realistically just getting to soul forged steel ingots. That's kind of the end goal of Better with Mods. So if you want to just kind of follow the recipe tree back from that, you can kind of just see the general progression path of the mod. Once you get those, then you've basically beat the thing. So let's see, we can do this. We can then do this. Yeah. So just if I'm looking at it, I see we're going to need a stoked crucible, which means obviously we're going to need bellows for stoking, hibachi for stoking, and the crucible itself. And the crucible requires a turntable. The turntable requires plank sidings, which requires a saw. Saw is going to need a leather belt, which requires leather strips, which requires tanned leather, which can only be made in a cauldron. Just as a very brief synopsis of it. Hmm. Right. So a little bit more iron. Fair enough. Oop. I have no clue how long I'm going to be on. I may be getting off in like 5 minutes. I might be getting off in a couple of hours. I really haven't decided yet. But yeah, enjoy your dinner. This into you. Right, fair enough. All right. Let's see if we can find. Here it is. This is the iron I was looking for earlier. All right, let's get it. Let's get eat. Ooh, and it looks like a pretty decent vein of it too. Love to see that. There and there. Just to be sure I paid for them. So, all right, let's get another two. So yeah, this is better with mods. Running around after dying for, hours on end, trying to find your base again, and then spending uh exorbitant amounts of time in the mines in order to get literal nuggets of iron. And people willingly play this mod. It's actually a lot of fun. Uh, I know I'm definitely kind of harping on the negative aspects of it, but and especially once you've kind of actually got set and once you've gotten set up and you're not, you know, in just total danger constantly, it becomes so much fun. And to be fair, this is not as bad as I'm making it out to be. I'm just kind of a bad player. So, yeah. Here's another two pickaxes. Let's continue to burn through them, shall we? Make sure, as always, to pay for myself. I think I saw it. That a creeper? Or am I just hallucinating now? Uh, getting like PTSD from creepers. Not a thing to joke about, to be fair, as that is very serious. But I'm seeing creepers everywhere. All right. Well, any iron down here? Don't think so, to be fair. But it's still worth a check. Where's my coal veins? All right. Go again. Make sure to pay. Yeah, iron tools are going to be so nice. So, so nice. iron. Alright. Grab some more cobble. Nope, nope. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Sorry, I know I wasn't talking there. I knew it. I even tried to block it up beforehand. Bone? No bone. Are you serious? Uh, this is a mistake. Come on. Yes, bones. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely not smart. But we now have bones, which we're going to need for the cauldron. It's the entire reason I did that. Make sure I'm not about to just get attacks. This is really risky. But right now, I really want this iron. If I get attacked, I am dead. Just straight up. But I can't just waste the food on healing. Not right now. Not even paying for the pickaxe this time, but... Alright, we have over half a stack of... Oh, but there's more. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play greedy. Gonna play greedy. About to see if I get uh destroyed for it. This is definitely not a smart move. This is really not a smart move. Ladies and gentlemen, do not try this at home. I am a Minecraft unprofessional, so leave this to me. Definitely more than I have pickaxe left. Also, apologies for the oohing. I am severely injured, refusing to eat in order to save food, and monsters all around me, while I am being greedy and trying to get more iron. Alright. Let's do this. Just trying to keep cobblestone supplies afloat. Let's see. There. Please don't die. Okay. Okay. I don't see anything that way. And I think I've been far too greedy as it is. It is time to go. We're picking up, packing out, and going. After I get back home, I'll eat one of those mushrooms just to fix the injury. As I know this is really annoying. Are you serious? I see you, creeper. Nice. I hear a spider. Go, go, go. I'm not even going to look at what I picked up until I'm inside and safe. Almost there. Karate zombie, no. Okay. Oh, okay. I picked up. Oh, nice, a creeper oyster. So these things are actually going to be. We need them for stump removers. We need them for diamond ingots if we want to do anything with diamond. And we can bait fishing rods with it. Nice. Fertilizer. And they can be used for splash potions. Nice. Okay. Oh, wait. That's not bait. Hmm. All right. Let's. Hmm. All right. You know what? I'm going to risk this. Hopefully that will at least heal me enough. Yeah, 40 iron. The cave is still not completely explored yet, so there might be a bit more, but I would say there's probably not even enough left to make a full stack. The issue is that this is only going to come out to like what? 4 ingots? uh, oh, this is absolute pain. Yeah, so like this is not even 5 ingots worth of iron. That is sad. Actually, I think I'm gonna need those. Let's see there. Leather. I'll just throw sawdust. I got niter from the creeper, apparently. Couple of bones. Yeah, I'm not going out in the rain for sure, though. Do you have any? No. All right. I'm probably going to use some of this birch wood to yeah, first let me do the oak. You. Okay. Fair enough. So, let's see. Use this for some new things. New axe. And I think I'm going to try and continue this tunnel down. I think that's going to be a good idea. Definitely going to need more coal, but I will get that as the time comes. Hey, never thought I'd be excited to see gravel, but hey, gravel means I'm not using my pickaxe, so no complaints here. Alright, now let's go get some coal. Torches. Hi, Wyatt. How are you doing? I'm not playing Bedrock. I am playing the original Minecraft. Not OG version, but, original in the sense that's, the computer version. And I'm currently playing a mod known as BetterWithMods, which is a sort of future port of an old mod known as Better with Wolves. Oh, sorry, Better Than Wolves, not Better with Wolves. Actually, let me... I'll just stick it there for now. Need a new pick. Gonna grab some gold. Hopefully, I can at least get down to diamond level. Not that we can necessarily use diamonds currently, but, it's something. And I know gold has at least a couple more uses in this, but... Oh yeah, I don't care about sleeping. I just want to reset. I just want to set spawn. That is all I care about. I'm fine with the night as long as I don't get, whisked 1,000 blocks away after I die to a creeper. Right, change in strata. I always forget about that. Well, I'll mine down to the strata then. Let's see. Lens focus, Hall of Legends. Hey, we should try and get this at some point. I don't think Better with Add-ons would do that. In that case, there's no way to set spawn. Ooh. Well, hmm. Uh, I mean, no, don't bother changing it. I'd rather leave it on. It's just going to be kind of annoying. But as long as we have the debug boards, it should be okay. It just means that if we die, we basically lose our items if uh on a random chance. Unless if, we're together. We should totally go for the Hall of Legends. We only need the Nether Star for it. That could be fun. Oh, sorry. Yep. Oh yeah, a couple of new weapons. Like there's a machete now, for instance. There's the kukri. There's a carpenter saw. Generally speaking, the only thing that's actually going to be of any interest here is going to be this lens focus. The golden nuggets are obviously needed for these, as usual. but then also redstone latch, ocular vendor, and artifact display. Oh right, we also need it for polished lapis and for a chandelier. Ooh, we can also infuse it into a samurai helmet. Samurai everything, really. Polished lapis is needed for the block measure. Makes sense. Buddy block, block detector, and observer. All right. So, oh, and there goes that pickaxe. Fair enough. So, let's get ourselves a new one. Can only do one at the moment, but we need more torches anyway. Out of curiosity, has anyone played what's it called? Primal Core. It's definitely an interesting mod. It's very much a sort of survival based mod, though. It's really kind of just focuses in on that quote unquote realistic survival aspect. There's a couple of add-ons for it, specifically Kitsu's Forgecraft, which looks very interesting. And I'm just curious, I've played some with them. I'm just curious if anyone else has. Yeah, definitely something just kind of worth looking into, I would say. I think the biggest draw for the of that mod for me personally is the fact that there is a it kind of really does add in a realistic-ish, not realistic, but just kind of that style of a survival game without necessarily making it overbearingly difficult. For instance, whenever you make a pit kiln, in order to get charcoal, you actually, we'll go one more. You actually end up getting different grades of charcoal, which will have different temperatures whenever you combine it with, say, Kitsu's Forgecraft for the forging, making, metal tools and all of that. So, that's, I don't know, it seems like it's really cool. Definitely something I'd like to try at some point. Way after this, though, right? Definitely after Better with Mods. So I am not doing two mega survival series at once. That's or survival mod series anyway. That is just kind of pushing it a little too far for me. All right. There we go. How far down are we? 44. All right, so I probably have another 10 or so before I end up hitting strata, if I recall strata correctly anyway. Uh, ba- 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 ba. I guess just another few pickaxes. Do that. Do that, I guess. Why do I keep going over here? I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting mods. Alright. This is something, and I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I've played a little of almost every single mod that has over 1,000 downloads. Right? Not really, but what is going on? This shouldn't be the strata, right? I mean, I could mine this one. Oh, and there it goes. Sure, why not? That's definitely the strata. I don't know what's going on here. Ah, hmm. Right. Please don't die on me, mouse. Feels like my mouse's battery life has been getting like just shorter and shorter. But anyway, yeah, yeah. So that is something I guess that I have been just sort of thinking about recently. It feels like I have a little experience in a lot of different mods. Let's see. There are a few exceptions, right? Like Mind Fantasy. I've played that mod inside and out. Still find new things, which is one of the reasons I love it. Like, how long ago was it that, what was it? I think it was something to do with the Forge. I forget now what it was exactly, but I found something that's. Oh, it wasn't the Forge, it was the Fire Pit, wasn't it? I don't remember. There's a few things at this point. Uh, don't know why I'm just standing here. But, um, yeah, like, it's just, played the mod for years, never found this just niche little interaction that you wouldn't really think of, but then it's like, oh, that's something that actually is there in the mod. Did not realize that. And it's just the little things like that that I don't know. I am just ranting right now. Let me focus. All right, what else can we do here? We can make a compass using only four and redstone. That's not happening. Buckets needed for saddle, needed for fishing rod, needed for spinning wheel. Can't do a lot with anything else. The ingots we could use. Ooh, shears might be something. Obviously, all of those. Yeah. Hmm. Anchor could be interesting, especially with some rope. Okay, I guess I'm going to stop lollygagging, and I'm going to go and try and get some coal so we can actually get all of this iron. In the morning, I'm going to go get some coal, try and get all of the iron smelted. In the meantime, is there anything here? Maybe the crash course? Is there anything here that I don't already know? Oh, the crash course is literally just going to be once you unlock mechanical power with the windmill, or no, once you get mechanical power at all, right, hand crank, then this just kind of seemingly walks you through the mod. Hey, there's the kiln. So it does have to have the hibachi. Oh, yeah, that's like a stoking setup. Uh, hmm. The kiln page? Kiln. Multi-block must be over a valid heat source, fire, or stoked fire. Air block directly up the first block. Okay. So then theoretically it should be this. Alright. Sorry, call me curious. Flint and steel. Uh, take that. Also take one of the bricks. And then let's take out this. Well, no, first, let me try with just this. Alas. Oh no. Well, whatever was down there is no longer down there. No luck there. The first block must be over that. The first block must have an air block directly above it. Other three that surround blocking any of possible permutations. Okay. So then what if the other thing is it does say that technically, again, these need to be stoked. So I have no clue how effective this is technically supposed to be, or if it would work at all. Ah, there's one thing that would work. It would be laboring. If anything's gonna work, it's gonna be this. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Doesn't say anything about sky, right? Let's look. Cauldron, Stoke, Kiln, Red Table, Tatara. Yeah, there's no recipes for just a normal kiln. Well, it was worth a shot, I suppose. Oh, alright. Let's go get some coal. Okay, I'm being shot at. No, 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 ow. Oh. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh. Oh, that was terrifying. That's what I get for not waiting for the sun to be up. Where is he? Great. Come on. Uncripple. Uh, uh, uh. Hey, I like to live life on the edge, right? Oh, I cannot wait to get shields. They're not a top priority, but it's gonna be nice. Uh, trying to think, is there anything else we could do? Anything at all? Realistically, I don't think so. What does this thing need? Enchanting table. Uh, okay. You know what? Let's just do this. Still, uh, I'm thinking I might just go ahead and call the stream here. Yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of sitting around not doing much. So, yeah, I think I might just go ahead and call this here. Uh, but thank you all so much for joining. As I said before, it is quite possible that there's going to be some progress made on the server while I am not on, so definitely keep that in mind. But overall, I'm going to try and stream at least semi-regularly, so it shouldn't be too much or too bad. But yeah, thank you all again so much for joining, and till next time, see ya.